Hello, welcome to August 29th, 2024. My name is Kurt, and this is my daily Good Life meditation, an exercise that I do every morning, a little bit after waking up, to remember my life objectives and principles, those which are outlined in my book, Going Alone, which is now available, PDF copy, on my Twitter store, my X store. So if you just go to my profile page, you'll see it right there, a link for it for the PDF version. You can get a hardbound copy and softbound copy from Amazon or order it from your local bookstore. All right, so it's okay, Papa will be back. Yep, separation. So I do this exercise to remember my, like I said, all that stuff. I also use the time to think about the last 24 hours, how I did with the challenges and the opportunities that I met. I prepare for the coming day and I ready myself for death. Okay, so yesterday, there was one funny thing that happened in terms of challenge. I had taken my break, and I usually run around shirtless, and I was sitting out in front of my tiny house, just sitting there in the sun, and I heard the Teams phone ring on my phone, on my computer, and I jumped up and ran to it, switched on, saw it was one of my coworkers, switched on the button, and I forgot the cameras on, and there I was in a meeting without a shirt. Now, technically, I was on my break, but talk about getting careless. So that was interesting. Not a big deal, but I'm sure that word will get around. There was another interesting thing that happened. We have a big a meeting that happens every week, and there's usually about 60 people in that meeting, and one guy that runs it, he's just a little older than me, and he started up the meeting, and similar to my screen share of my shirtless self, he had deliberately engineered it so that when he shared his screen, it popped up a little screen that showed a document that has his profile, his picture on it, and that had said 49 days to retirement. And he was like, oh, whoops, how did that get there? And of course, he had deliberately done that. This was his way of announcing to the group that he was going to be gone in 49 days, which we all need to know because he's the one that runs this very important meeting. It's interesting to see who's going to do it in his absence. It's a very tough job. Well, it's not a tough job, but it's a job it's a very deliberate job. Someone needs to be well trained to do that. I'm sure someone will. Sure as heck ain't me. Because I almost wanted to type a message to him. It says, 62 days for me. So that was an interesting I guess we both exposed ourselves a little bit. And then at the close of the meeting, he did the same thing. He shared back that screen and said, oops. That was fun. No real challenges otherwise. Oh, there was a challenge that happened this morning. Got a message from my wife. We're applying for my visa, my spousal visa in Japan. And I sent in all the documents. I mean, it was a huge dossier of information, especially because I'm presenting the case because they want to, it's a two-step process now to get a spousal visa in Japan. It's not as easy as it used to be. It used to be you just drag your spouse down with you, your Japanese spouse down with you to the local government office, fill out the form, show them your ring, so to speak, stamp, here you go, you got your spousal visa. Now you have to do a two-step process whereby one, you have to get the local municipality where you want to live to accept your application. They agree that they'll accept you to live in their community. And then two, the Japanese government has to give you the go-ahead. We're in that first step process right now. And the due diligence that they have that makes it so that they want to make sure that one, you're not going to be a burden on the community, and two, that you can, that you're not a bad person. You don't have a criminal record. So I had to prepare all kinds of documents to do that. And since I'm going to be retired, I have to make the case that I can support myself in retirement. So I had all the documents of our IRA, 401k, retirement pension, Social Security statement, all that stuff was laid out. But I didn't include the local bank statement, which has it's our operational stuff. So I got a message from my wife this morning saying that they want a copy of the local bank statement, which I can't believe I forgot to do. And I have to have it to them by September 10th. Not a problem. Just make a PDF and send it over to Yumiko. Not a challenge. But it worried me just a little bit at first. I was like, oh my gosh, what is it? Although, and then it cascaded. It's like a cascade of worry suddenly that happened. As soon as I got that message from Yumiko, I'm like, oh, they're doubting my ability to financially take care of myself. What'll happen then? And then you go to the what ifs and the worst case scenario. And what if? Well, what if they don't want me in Japan? What if? Okay, well, I guess we can always go and live in the Netherlands. Yeah, that'll happen. Good thing we didn't buy a house yet. Oh, good thing we didn't ship the dogs. I said, wait, whoa, Kurt, what's this cascade of what ifs, whataboutisms? Okay, yeah, that was yesterday. Boy, I'm feeling good. I've been getting so much exercise lately, eating so well. Boy, getting old is the best thing that ever happened to me. Okay, as for today, it's a work day. I have meetings all morning. Get back to the place, take off this shirt. I'll have my breakfast. I already fed the dogs. Already walked them. Feed myself. Put on my work shirt. Make sure I put a shirt on, and get started. Am I ready for death? Yeah, my affairs are in order, except for the financial statement that I need to send Yumiko. My relationships are sound, and my life's work is definitely complete. So, I wish you all the best. Be safe, but never ever too safe. Take care.